Good morning people, hello and welcome to another vlog episode of the India Darshan travel series. It's 5 a.m, 5:15. I'm up bright and early again. As you can see, it is still dark, so we are going to check out the sunrise. The cool thing is I'm on the main street. This is the end point of the National Highway 48, and on that side is the sunrise point, and on that side is the sunset point, and I'm near St. Michael's Church, so that's my landmark. And I went to see the sunset yesterday, so now we're gonna head over to see the sunrise. And both these points are like 1 to 2 kilometers from here, so that's very convenient. But now that we are up anyway, so I grabbed my backpack because we are gonna go to check out a few other points nearby after we have done seeing the sunrise. Let's get started. Let's go catch a beautiful sunrise. There's a lighthouse here as well. I see an elevator. Maybe later when it is open for the public we'll go check this out as well. So there is a Triveni Sangam here and a beach road. Let's go to Triveni Sangam. Oh, way to Sunrise Point. And a Sunrise Point this way, huh? This way. Little bit chaotic, but at least the locals are helping. There's also a Gandhi Memorial here. This building looks really cool. Check it out on the way back, maybe when it opens up. It was such an epic sunrise. We waited for almost 2.5 hours and I've slept only 4. I'm kind of like sleep deprived right now, but the view is so worth it. The sun was supposed to rise typically around 6:15 or so, but it started rising at 6:35 from behind the clouds. It's now fully risen. The clouds have dispersed, so we go walk around and check out the Triveni Sangam, and then we explore the rest of the points. This right here is the Triveni Sangam. It's kind of hard to see the confluence of 3 different streams, but it's a confluence of Indian Ocean, Bay of Bengal and the Arabian Sea all together. And the waters here are very deep, the waves are very high, and there's a lot of boulders, so this is a very high risk area. So I'll stay away from it, but then still enjoy the views. Took a little bit of water, quick drizzle, that's it. We have like a symbolic bath as well in the confluence. But yeah, it's a pretty nice experience out here, and I was overhearing some people because now it's 7 a.m. So most of the people after the bath would go back either to change or to have breakfast at their hotel, and they will then be taking the ferry to go to this statue point. Let me also show you, the ferry point is visible from here. So that is the statue of Thiruvalluvar ji, and that's the Vivekananda Memorial, and right there at the end is the ferry point that takes you from here to there. So last night I found a fellow traveler when I was checking out the sunset, and they gave me some insights, and together with the insights from the hotel owner, I know for a fact that it being a Sunday, the ferry is going to be very crowded. It takes about 2 to 3 hours of queuing up for doing just this 10-minute ride from here to there, and then about an hour on the way back as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to explore the mainland side of Kanyakumari today, and I'm going to do this island hopping tomorrow, so that it will be a weekday slightly lesser crowds and better chances to do this slightly faster. Otherwise you can take an express ticket, but that's like 300 rupees only for one way. So that's like 600 rupees for a 20-minute furry ride, which is a little bit too much. So anyways, we're gonna walk around and check out the rest of the points now. The sun has fully risen and has gone behind the clouds. So our mission sunrise here is a great success. That's the ferry point now, very clearly visible, and look at how dark the clouds are. So here, as soon as the sun rises, the humidity goes to its maximum peak, and then in the afternoon the heat is going to rise as well. So we're going to explore as much as we can before that happens, so that when it's hot and humid, I'll go back to my room and take a nap, since I only slept like 4 hours last night. Randomly walked up to the Kanyakumari Temple. Let's quickly do the darshan here. Had a really nice and peaceful darshan. This was the Kanyakumari Bhagvathi Amman Temple, the main temple here of Kanyakumari. And gents have to go in completely bare chested, so if you have t-shirt, vest, anything on, you'll have to remove it when you're inside, and then you can put it back on. So there's also a VIP kind of section. I went the general way, and in about 45 minutes I was done. It's pretty hot and humid inside, but the crowd is moving nice and slow, and there's no push to run away when you get to the main deity, so you can have a very peaceful darshan. So now that I am out, let's see what else is there. There seems to be something else out here, so let's climb this. If we get to the parking side, we'll check out the Gandhi Memorial next. This is mostly a shopping street, like a covered shopping market, and then you can get to Gandhi Mandapam, Sunset Point and Beach Road from here. So this direction is perfect. We are headed in the right way. Made it to the Gandhi Memorial again, but it's just 7:45, and the local street hawkers told me that it opens at 8 and they take 10-15 minutes to clean up. So we're just going to walk around and then explore the shops. And I was also reading about the significance of this temple. So it turns out when two of Sati's limb fell here, and also the legend had it that the young girl's form of Parvati ji, she did penance here and she prayed really hard to marry Lord Shiva. Hence the name Kanyakumari, like a girl. That's why this place got its name. And that was really nice. And then the strict dress code inside that is to be followed to the letter. That's why this temple is very revered. Anyways, there is also a Kamarajar Memorial over there, but that should also open at 8. So that's the plus side and minus side of waking up at 5 a.m. You have to wait for things to open up. But I guess, yeah, 15 minutes is not too bad. There seems to be a lot of dining options out here. Everything is closed at the moment, and the two that are open, they don't sell tea or coffee at this point, which is annoying. One didn't have filter coffee, one didn't have coffee at all. So I'm just walking around the seaside over here, just killing time. Yeah, there's also a view tower, but I don't see anybody going up there all the way. But yeah, let's walk around and kill some time then. Not too hungry for breakfast and didn't get my morning coffee. That's the view tower, but I think the view from here is pretty much the same. So yeah, as I said, you don't see three different streams of water, they are all mixed up together. But the cool thing is this is like a Triveni Sangam of three biggest water bodies. That's really nice and very peaceful out here. That was the memorial of Kamarajar, the ex-CM of Tamil Nadu, who served 3 consecutive terms, and he was more colloquially known as the Black Gandhi because he followed Gandhian principles, wore a simple khadi dress, ate a simple meal. So there are photographs depicting his journey and what he did for the people. There's also a guide who explains, but he started off with Tamil and then different languages based on how many people are there. So I kind of got the gist from the Tamil version and some gestures that he was making coupled with the photos that were there. So now I'm going to the Gandhi Memorial. Let's see what's inside here. Some local street hawkers seem to be having a cat fight outside. Anyways, I'm here looking at his life trajectory, and then we go inside. This is okay, somewhat small. The one in Sabarmati was slightly bigger than this. So I guess these were all the main points that were within the walking distance of the sunrise point. The hotel owner told me that there is also a fort and Tirupati Balaji Temple here. So I guess we'll grab Fortuner, refuel, and then check out those 2 points as well before going back to the hotel and taking a nap for the day. And if I still have time in the evening, we can do a second round of sunset. That would be cool. And as you can see, there is like lots of rocks, very strong waves, and they have written danger everywhere, so people don't go that far. It's a little bit risky. This is like very choppy waters, but people have still gone all the way far over there, which is not right, but they're still doing it. Wow, Thiruvananthapuram is just 93 kilometers from here. That's pretty cool. Could be a destination we could go to after we are done with here, but for now, let's enjoy the southern tip of India. This is it, Tirupati Venkateswara Temple. That's the full official name. Oh wow, another temple on the way. Is it open? Nobody seems to be going inside. Nope, all Tamil stuff, no clue. Swami Vivekananda seems to have a lot of influence in this area. There is his memorial, then there is a school, there was the Vivekananda Center too. If anybody knows about his contributions to this part of India, do comment down below. Maybe I'll learn more when I get to his memorial as well. What's up with this puppy sleeping upside down? Enjoying life? So now we are doing a little bit of yoga. The tail's wagging a little bit. Still in the sleepy mode. Poop. Poop again. Good. Had a really peaceful darshan of this temple. This is meant to replicate the Tirupati Temple, Venkateswara Temple in Andhra Pradesh. It's like a smaller scale replica of that, and not a whole lot of crowds come here, and not a whole lot of tourists as well. It's mostly the locals from neighborhood cities. There are chants going on. This is the main Garbhagriha, and then several smaller temples all around. So I'm just going to find a sheltered spot and hang out here because you can also see the sea view, the statue of Thiruvalluvar and the Vivekananda Memorial from here. So we were on that side of this stone wall when we were seeing the sunrise earlier today. Had an absolutely blissful darshan of this temple. Really enjoyed it. Now to go to Vattakottai Fort, our second stop for the day. Well, actually not second. We have done so many since the morning. Whatever, like a part of the road trip stop for the day. So yeah, in case if you miss Tirupati Balaji or you want to relive those memories, 10 on 10 recommended. It's a really peaceful place, and the priest is also very kind, and nobody is pushing you to go forward, and you can do the darshan and enjoy a very blissful experience. And the campus is very clean. You have a lot of distance to cover before you get to the main temple from that gate. Spotted some sort of lake along the way. Looks pretty cool and quite clean. Some hills over there, coconut trees all around, some random bushes as well. This is nature. So this place itself is called Vattakottai. Vattakottai. Pretty tongue twister of a name. This is pretty convenient. So the Tamil Nadu tourism has set up these kind of board signs which are very informative. So we are at point number 1, Vattakottai Fort. Then Kanyakumari is where we were. So I think we are outside Kanyakumari now, about 6 to 7 kilometers out of it. So the point 2 is Tirupati Balaji Temple. We have done that. There's a Bhagvathi Temple. There's a boat house. More temple. Nagaraj Temple. Beach. Bhagvathi Amman Temple and another beach. Lots of beaches all around because it's the coastline, and lots of temples all around. Cool. Let's go check out the fort. I mean, I turned this way because of the beach road, but the fort is still that way. Okay, so there's a ticket counter here. Just paid the ticket. Is 25 rupees for an Indian citizen and 300 for a foreigner, although I see 0 foreigners here. And this is under the Archaeological Survey of India, so they have a QR code, and if you pay that, you get like a 5 rupee discount. So let's go inside, check out the fort now. There was a board sign here with more information, but the colors are pretty faded, so it was a bit hard to read. But it turns out that this Vattakottai actually fort derives its name from a Tamil word Vattam, which actually means a circle. So this is built like a circle fortified wall made out of bricks, and it was strengthened further by the Dutch Army General. And when the British troops tried to attack, they demolished quite a lot of it actually. But this is what remains of it, so that's what we are exploring today. There are massive bitter neem trees all across the premises that provide amazing shelter out here. That's pretty much in terms of the vegetation that I see here. I think they grew up over time and then they have been preserved as such. This view is reminding me of my summer holidays in Portugal, especially along the Algarve coast. Went to a fort like this as well, and then it was a similar kind of view. I'm having a bit of a deja vu experience. While this fort may not have a whole lot to offer in terms of armory and king's palace, etc., the typical compartments of a fort or a palace, but this view totally made it worthwhile. There also seems to be a temple over there, but this is a very amazing view. Basically my out of office view, or I can say my office view for the day, because this is the life of a digital nomad. Alright, so that's pretty much it for the exploration. Wow, I'm really tired, need a break. Exploration for the first half of the day. It's already 11 a.m. and I've been up for 6 hours and almost made like my major part of my vlog for the day already. So I'm gonna go back to the hotel and take a nap, like a very long nap, because I had a very long riding day yesterday. And then later in the evening we'll attempt to catch the sunset yet again, the sunset round 2. Let's see how that goes. See you in the evening after a nap break. I was just about to reach my hotel and then I found this sign, so I parked Fortuner over there and I wanted to take a selfie with this board to remember. People always said an Activa or a scooty is meant mostly for grocery shopping, so you go 10-15 kilometer radius and then you are done. Meanwhile, there is me, a full-time digital nomad, set off on an adventure, and I completed Delhi to Kanyakumari with my buddy Fortuner and I to the very end point of India. After this, NH44 ends as the end of the road, and that's when you have a T point, the Kovalam Beach Road. That's where we are. After that, it's just ocean. So pretty cool achievement. Just gonna document this and remember it for the rest of my lifetime. Alrighty people, it's 5 p.m. Time to go venture out to the sunset point for sunset round 2. That's the beautiful church where I keep using as my landmark, and we have to go this way. So let's see. Hopefully this time we're gonna catch a good sunset. The sun is pretty bright and right in my face, so I'm hoping it would not be very cloudy. Yesterday too, when I was on this slope, this is a very steep decline. When I was going down this, I saw the sun over there. It was like orangish already, and by the time I got to parking it disappeared. But today we have more than an hour and I decided to walk over here. I mean, anyways, you have to climb up the steep incline, but once the sun settles, it's not the heat, it's the humidity that you have to fight. So I'll take a risk. With the crowd and the number of vehicles that come here, it's just easier to walk, so you don't have to worry of where you go, where you find the place, where you sit, etc. Just have peace of mind, be tension free, and just enjoy the sunset. So that's the plan.